Good day, CCF family. Welcome to Sunday Fast Track, where you ask real life questions and we give you biblical truths. I'm Sigrid de la Paz from Elevate Youth Ministry, and we're here today with our speaker, Brother Peter Tanti Jr., to answer some of your questions. Good day, Brother Peter. Thank you for the meaningful message. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. A little tired, but happy.
So for our first question, there are people watching today who really want to change but are struggling to overcome a particular sin. Does struggling with the same sin repeatedly mean that we are not truly repentant?
The easy answer is to just say no, but it is an issue, right? When we struggle with a sin repeatedly, we have to ask ourselves why. And we have to be honest with God and say, Lord, what's going on in my heart that I keep giving into this sin? And then we should ask help from our disciplers, from our D group friends, right? And people, look, this is my weakness. Can you give me advice on how I can deal with it? But it's that heart desire not to struggle with the sin that is more important. If you're struggling with a sin and you don't care, then yes, I don't think you're repentant. But if you're struggling with a sin and you care, then I think you're repentant. But the question is then how to defeat it. And we really need God's help, and we need to be intentional about planning, right? So there's a lot more to talk about that, but you can talk to your friends and disciplers about that.
Yeah, it's really having the humility and reaching out to the right people and being transparent with God.
Accountable, yes.
Okay, for the second question, Judas was with Jesus for most of his ministry, yet he still betrayed him. How can we know, Brother Peter, if we truly belong to God?
Yeah, I think the way to know if we truly belong to God is, have we trusted in Jesus alone? I really think it's a very basic answer. And if we can honestly say, I believe in Jesus to save me, then the question is, what's going on in my heart? And only you and God knows. In fact, I think God even knows more than we, right? What's going on in our heart. So I think being honest with God, I told my mom this before. Ma, I struggle with sin. How do I know if I'm Christian? She said, the fact that you care means you are a Christian. So that's my encouragement. It's not me, it's God and His promises.
Praise God for that answer. Thank you, Brother Peter. For our last question, what should we do if someone hurts us personally, repents, but then keeps repeating the offense? And how can we tell if they are truly repentant or just trying to manipulate us?
Yeah, so depending on the type of offense, right? If the offense is something that actually impacts you again and again in a very dangerous way, then the answer will be different, right? Because for example, if someone gets angry at you, like your brother or your sister or your parents, and they say sorry and they do it again, I would just say, hey, be like Christ, who keeps forgiving us again and again and again. But you have to lean on Jesus and say, hey, God, this is tough. I have someone who keeps repeating an offense. Help me to be gracious. But now if the sin is something that costs you, in the sense like someone stealing from you money and they do it again and again, well, I would be careful. And how do you protect yourself while still being loving? So the answer is simple, but depending on the situation, it could be a little more complicated, right? Case to case. So that's the general answer, though, is let's be like Christ. Let's forgive generously.
Yes, be like Christ and also be wise. Thank you so much for answering our questions, Brother Peter. And before we go, we at CCF would like to help you grow in your discipleship journey with these amazing tools. The DJ Passport will help you record and track your progress on your discipleship journey, while the CCF mobile app keeps you connected with your D group family and updated on the latest happenings in the CCF community. Get your DJ Passport at the GLC booth and download the CCF mobile app from your Google Play or the App Store. That's it for CCF Sunday Fast Track. God bless!